All right, friends, it's T-Man. We're back with another Jason Blaha Cope video. We're going to do a reaction video to the Cope slave himself, Jason Blaha, the gym, lifting, recruiting, fitness, gym slave, gear slave himself, Jason Blaha. All right. Blaha says, get strong at a handful of big lifts, then pump everything. Okay. Let's react.
All right, I'm going to break down for you guys and gals a very basic, simple training principle that works extremely well. And a lot of it has become, a lot of the foundation of what I do for coaching people, stuff that I write. And that is this idea that, look.
What's that foundation, Blaha?
If we just get really strong.
Oh, if we get really strong. Why are we really weak? Are we that weak? Is everyone out there that weak? They need to get strong. Why do they need to get strong? Are they weak? Man, this doesn't make any sense, bro. No young person out there is weak. They're all strong in their own way. Yeah. And here's another question, Blaha. I haven't seen you doing any breakdancing, doing flares and flies and stuff. Do you do any gymnastics? No, you want to know why you don't do them? Because you're weak, Blaha. You're weak at gymnastics. See what I mean? So can you be strong at doing everything? I don't know. You're going to have to try to figure that one out. You're going to have to try and do all these things to get strong at all of them. Do you have the time and the means to get strong at doing all of these things, to get strong at doing them? I know. You correlate strength with deadlifting, but you can't do any gymnastics. Unfortunately, you're weak, Blaha. Sorry.
A handful of basic lifts, right? You go pick a few basic lifts that you really care about. It could be 3 to 6 different exercises. And you come in and you get...
You see how crazy that is? When people think, they're like, oh, I gotta get strong and all that. Let me tell you, man, in reality, nobody gives a shit. The only thing they care about is what they see you in public, how they see you. They see you big and strong, tall, big and strong. That's how they see you. Big, tall, big and strong. But if you're small and you come off as, of course, small is looking weak. That's why a lot of these small people, they go to the gym because they think they're going to get strong. This doesn't make any strength. You're not going to grow going to the gym. You're not going to grow to get big and strong, tall, big and strong. You're going to stay small and weak. And that's how society is going to perceive you. It's unfortunate, but that's how it works in reality. So you can be a Jeff Nippard and go to the gym your entire life trying to get strong, but society doesn't respect him. That's why he got the guy in the gym, he pushed him down or whatever he did to him, because he's small and weak, bro. Get it? Bigger, stronger. Blaha has the same mental problem. He's small, therefore he's weak. And so he wants everybody to perceive him as being strong by injecting strength and going to a gym and lifting a heavy weight. Nobody sees what you lift in the street. They can see how you perform, if you can perform, if you can sprint, run, if you could do certain things with your body, like body weight stuff, but they can't see how much you lift in public. See what I mean? So they find that more impressive if you could do gymnastics, because you don't need a gym to perform any gymnastic movements, body strength movements. But lifting a heavy weight, you're going to carry them with you to show somebody, look how much I could deadlift. They don't care, bro. I'm telling you, they don't care. They only care what you look like and how you perform. That's all that women care about. And your face, what you look like. That's it. They want to see your picture. They don't even, the first thing they want is your face. Everything after that, it's all relative.
Get really strong at those, and you come in and you push progression on those exercises. You continually work on loading more weight on the bar on those. And then you come behind it and you just do lots of pump work, hypertrophy work, high rep stuff with all sorts of different angles and
yeah, I don't see that happening. Yeah.
Approaches, right? Trying to build everything. You're going to get pretty dang jacked. You're going to get in pretty good shape. going to get pretty strong. You're going to be fair.
I don't know if you saw Blaze V. I think was it Blaze V or no? The new video with Go At Us he just played right now. It's cope, bro. The guy even knew it was his face. They're not attracted to his face. The guy says, "Take off your shirt. Let me see your body." He's got a regular body. That's not what they're not interested in his body. They don't like his face because he doesn't have an attractive face. It's really simple. No matter how much you lift here, Blaha, people do not like your face. They are not attracted to your face.
Really well-rounded if you do this. Okay.
Women are not attracted to your rotting, crooked teeth and your ugly face, unfortunately. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to break this to you.
Okay. Now, what do I mean by that? Am I saying you...
We haven't seen you do any facial exercise there, Blaha. Facial exercises for the to develop the face. Why aren't you doing any of those?
Have to do a specific thing with those big lifts? No, just focus on getting strong. Just...
What's that doctor? He developed mewing or something, the jawline, that doctor. Why don't you do that, Blaha? Why'd you start doing that on your channel? Start mewing. Start working on the jawline. They call it Blaha maxing.
Get strong at them. Now, you'll see me throwing a few basic movements in here.
You can get strong at doing them to build up your jawline, bro.
I got 5 just at the start of this video.
Oh, man, this
I
is
probably
cool, bro.
have, I don't
Look,
know.
I got to tell you the truth, man. When I see people lifting in the gym, and they never change. They all look the same, bro. This is like pure cope, bro. This is cope. I'm not saying I don't go to a gym. I go to a gym I go periodically, just sometimes, just to get some damage and some regeneration in my muscle, because now I'm getting older. You know, you get older with time, of course. I'm not disputing that. But man, this is pure cope, bro. They see people coming in. They're coming in like 7 days a week. This is cope. I know some people that work out 7 days a week. This is just crazy. Some people come into the gym. They work out every day for 3 hours. Now I may do a 3-hour session, but that's like once in a blue moon, just to get some regeneration. But this is cope, man. Come on.
5, 6, 7 different lifts. I usually focus on getting strong on. Obviously, 3 of them are the squat, bench, and deadlift. Okay.
See, he focuses on getting strong at the squat, bench, and deadlift. No, you don't focus on getting strong. You focused on getting better at doing those lifts, because if you're so strong, let me see you do some gymnastics. Let me see you do some breakdancing stuff, like with your hands and all that, hand spins and all that. Let's see you do that. Those are acrobatic. They're acrobatic. You got to be strong to do those, man. Like when I see people doing those, I'm like, holy shit, they got to be strong to do that. I know, because when I was younger, I did some breakdancing. I know flares are really hard to do, because they take a long time to get good at doing them. It takes a long time to get that strength to go up. What's that military guy online? He does all these like body weight exercises, and he does like lifting and stuff. That guy's pretty strong. See what I mean? But Blaha, he just does one thing. He just does this in his garage. He doesn't do any body weight movements or exercises for strength. That's why he's so weak.
Or close variations of them. You guys know I really like incline bench, pull-ups, chin-ups, stuff like that, right? Real big on all.
How strong is Blaha at sprinting? How fast can he sprint? Can he sprint? Can he even sprint? Never mind about running fast. Can he even sprint? No, he can't sprint. He can't even sprint, bro. Can he swim? I've never seen him swim. Maybe he can't swim. I don't think so.
Those movements, I love them. Those are my bread and butter.
He's weak at swimming. He treads water. He's drowning.
Okay. Those are my bread and butter. Just get strong at them.
You know, at least, I gotta tell you the truth, man. At least Alpha Destiny, Alex Leonidas, at least he does calisthenics. He doesn't just stick to lifting. That's the one thing I liked about Alex. I don't dislike Alex or Alex's channel. I do make some slave videos about Alex. I joke around a lot. But honestly, to tell you the truth, at least he's like one of the few people I know out there that actually do calisthenics, and fucking weightlifting, bro. But Blaha, he doesn't do any of that. He doesn't do any body weight strength training.
I don't care if it's for singles. I don't care if it's for fives. I don't care if it's for eights. I don't care if you set rep goals.
Look, even I have a park over here. I do body weight strength training. During COVID, I did some body weight training stuff because I was bored. The gyms were closed. Hell, they didn't even want you to use the park. I used the park bench. I did some videos on my old channel. I used the park bench to do squats. I did a bunch of stuff, man, in the park because it was boring. But like I said, but Blaha, he doesn't do any calisthenics. The only thing he does are those pull-ups, the body weight pull-ups on the bar. That's the closest thing he's come to.
Heck, some of those you could take stuff to where you start with a 5 rep max and you build up over time to where you can do 8, 9, 10 reps with it, and then you add weight and restart the process. You could do that. You could come in and do specific powerlifting and heavy singles and back off work, 3x3s, AMRAP top sets. A lot of different approaches you can use for those big lifts. But what I'm going to say, just get strong at them. Of course, you're watching me here do a 12 rep set with a standing.
Just get strong at them? How do you get strong at them? Keep increasing the weight, and then your neurological drive will kick in? Okay.
But that's okay. It means I probably need to add some more weight.
How do you get weak at doing them? Easy. Go away for a while, and all that work will go away.
To the bar. I'm knocking out sets of 12 with it, especially as a main exercise. Okay? And here's what I always say. Start your workout with one of them. Okay, start your workout with one of those lifts. I personally do a 5-day.
Personally, I'll tell you something. When you exercise a lot, there is a window for protein build-up and protein breakdown. But there are other things that are breaking down as well. You may not be aware of it. Yeah, that's why it's a program for accelerated aging. There are other things that are being broken down, and you may not be restoring them. Yeah, it's not just protein synthesis is breaking down. There's collagen. I mean, look, there's collagen breakdown, there's protein, there's glycogen. There's a bunch of things that are breaking down in your body. There's calcium, a whole bunch of things. So because you're a worker, you're a factory worker, and you're working, you're laboring in this garage, and then you're breaking down all these things. And if you're not restoring them with your natural food diet, then of course you're going to accelerate aging, because he's eating an artificial diet, which is anti-nutrient, and it's not high in nutrients, and it's interfering, and it's actually causing more inflammation of these cells. And here's another thing. The inflammation of these cells, they're retaining water. You're blowing these cells up with water. That is crazy. That's what's really going on there, the inflammation. They're like going to explode. This is just ridiculous. Like I said, that's why people, they don't understand anything about lifting. They're just, this is just cope here, right here. If you want to be healthy, number one, focus on your diet. Never deviate away from your carnivore diet as a carnivore. Never go away from that. Eat that as raw as possible. So if you're going to lift and you want to increase these things, let's say you lift because you want to increase them. Okay, so then everything has to what? It has to increase above that breakdown. See what I mean? If you truly want to use exercise as a means to increase collagen or protein or whatever it is you're doing there in your body to increase it, okay, to make it better, that's why you're using exercise. Well, then if you're not doing that, then what are you doing? Accelerated aging, because you're doing fake diets, artificial food, drugs, and injecting toxins and all this shit, toxic foods, toxic this, that, and now I'm going to go exercise in the gym. How can you restore these progenitor cells now to be young, strong, and better if you're eating toxic food? That's crazy. See what I mean? You opened a window for what? Toxicity? That's just insane. You know how many people are doing that out there? They go to McDonald's and eat toxic food. So you went to open a window so you can toxify your cells now, so they can get more DNA damage, they can degrade and then destroy and accelerate aging. Oh, okay, yeah, that's pure cope.
Split. What do you see me doing my 5-day split? I start with the flat bench on my chest day. You go pretty heavy. Doesn't wash.
You can do an experiment. What happens if you boil down and make collagen, bone broth collagens, and you go work out in the gym, right? And you drink a lot of these collagen drinks, whatever. You make them bone broth drinks, full of collagen. What will happen if you go to the gym now and you exercise and you down a lot of these before and after you go to the gym? What do you think is going to happen to your skin, your muscle, your bones, your tendons? What do you think is going to happen to them? They're going to get stronger. It's kind of obvious. They're going to get stronger. They'll most likely get better. Because I still haven't experimented yet myself. I have to move on to doing collagen now. I got to start doing these bone broth soups and then working out and see what happens. See what I mean? It's an experiment. But I know for a fact, as long as collagen exceeds that breakdown, now you're building something. If it doesn't exceed that breakdown, you're not building anything. So people go to the gym, they never exceed these breakdowns. They're never really building anything. If anything, they're just destroying themselves. Like Blaha.
Rep work with 315. Keep in mind, I'm about to be 48 years old, all right?
Come on, I'm going to be 48 years old soon. Oh, I'm doing breakdown, yeah, okay.
You see me doing my next day, usually I'll come in and deadlift, posterior chain. I do a lot of forearms on that day too, right? I'll hit a 550,
Has he ever experimented with food to see what he would look like doing these exercises instead of eating toxic tofu and rice and yams and whatever else that causes all these problems? He's still suffering from psoriasis on his legs down there, and his feet and his legs, because I can see the red spots. They're all over, and he has some other metabolic diseases and shit because he's eating a toxic diet and exercising, which causes inflammation. See what I mean? Wow, it just the inflammation in the cells, again, they are absorbing water. The more this dead weight that you hold in eating an artificial diet, it causes the cell to hold water. That causes the inflammation in the cells. So if you want to release this inflammation, you have to stop eating these toxic foods, and you got to stop doing these exercises that are going to cause this inflammation to grab all that inside. Now, you notice if you're on your natural diet as a carnivore, eating raw carnivore, whatever food, okay, that you're supposed to, okay, and you go and you lift, you're not going to get that in the cell. It's not going to start absorbing more water, blowing up the cell, because that's what the inflammation is. So you walking around with inflamed cells all day because you're eating a toxic food diet, which is retaining this water inside the cells, which is causing the inflammation. You have to release that water. How many people are holding unnecessary weight, which is causing inflammation because of that unnecessary weight? See what I mean? It's crazy.
585, whatever.
Then they wonder why they get diseases down the road. These metabolic diseases, why they're suffering or whatever.
Or I'll do 500 and then do an AMRAP. See if I can get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 reps with it. Okay? Pretty normal for me. Next day I'll do shoulder day. A lot of times I'll start with that overhead press, right? That's what you saw there. Usually have a back and
He does the exact same exercises again and again and again.
Bicep day for me.
And he does them every day in a row.
Usually start with pull-ups. I love weighted pull-ups or weighted chin-ups. I rotate between the two back and forth, obviously stronger at chins, right? I'll usually squat or some squat variation on my Friday leg day, and I train like that, okay? I'm not saying you have to do that exact setup. And I don't think you need to train I don't think your big main lifts that you pick have to be trained more than once a week.
Okay, if you say so.
However, they need to always be the start of your workout, okay? Those lifts, so if you do a 3-day split, I might say, hey, a squat, bench, and deadlift could be your 3. pull-ups in there too. You can pull up after deadlift on a pull day. You do it that way, that works. But come in, get really strong at them. Focus on progression. You want to get stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger at them.
Yeah, just get stronger at doing those useless lifts. Yes, okay, Blaha.
Those lifts over months and years. Okay?
Yes, over months and over years. Like a factory worker, they go in and they get paid, they hate their job, and they get better and better and better and stronger at lifting those boxes and things, and then it becomes easier for them, right? Yes, okay.
That's your main lifts, that's your anchor. That's where you build your base, your strength, all your muscle density. And that matters. If you want to have that denser, hard look.
Of course, it matters if you want to be a lifting slave the rest of your life in this garage. You keep coming in and lifting, so you can have to keep lifting at doing that. So here's the thing. When these neurological adaptations, you have to keep lifting to maintain them. Now, when it comes to muscular adaptations, it doesn't require, you don't have to practice that lifting anymore. Every time you graduate from the first adaptation to the second, to the third, to the fourth, of course, that you're going to still do some progressive overload. You're going to be lifting heavier and heavier. Well, guess what? When you graduate to the fourth or the fifth or the sixth, now you're let's say you're deadlifting 600 pounds, but you got a muscular adaptation because you got there. Well, guess what? You don't have to practice at lifting that. You could go away, walk around for a year, not be in the gym for a whole year and come back, and you can literally lift that 600 pounds off the ground. I'm not talking about an old fart. I'm talking about young people that built their body, doing this, getting adaptations, muscular adaptations. You'll be able to lift that weight. But if you take off a year and all you got were neurological adaptations without muscular adaptations, well, guess what? You won't be able to lift it. You won't be able to lift it. It'll go away. You're going to have to start all over again.
It matters. You need to get strong. All right, especially if you're natural. After that, then what? Then you come behind that big lift that you chose for that day, whatever ones you're working with, the ones you've chosen, and then you just pump everything. All right?
Oh, yeah, that's it.
What do you mean? Well, look right here. Like you see me doing some curls right there. Of course, I did pull-ups and then rows before that. I'm not using a super heavy weight. I'm doing about 12 rep sets to failure with a strict curl. Can't handle a lot of weight after doing that other stuff. Okay? Nice strict curl, take it to failure. But that's like 12 rep sets. Right? You do a lot of 10s, 12s, you can do 15s. Come in and pump everything. I don't care if you did 1s, 3s, 5s, 8s for that first lift.
Listen to what he says. Come in and pump everything. Just get pumped up. What's pumping up? Inflammation. That's what you're doing. You're drawing water into the cells. They're going to start inflaming because of this lifting. That's what's going to happen. They're going to inflame. They're going to get inflammation. You're just coming in to inflame your muscles. Look at him. He looks like an ordinary guy. With just his muscles are inflamed. He's got inflammation. Get it? Which causes inflammaging. You understand me, man? Lots of people misconstrued this. A lot of people. That's why I told you I laugh at people. I see them in the gym. They come in often. They're just inflaming their muscles because they're never exceeding breakdown with glycogen. They're never exceeding breakdown with protein. And so what are they doing there exactly? They just walk around. They go to like the pizza shop or they have a Coke or something. I see them after the gym. They come, they eat. They don't really eat. They don't really do anything. They just come and exercise in the gym. They think that it's going to magically do something for them. And then they keep coming there year after year. And there's no progress. There's no progress. I don't see anything going on there. Nothing. What's the point of going into the gym then? I know. To inflame your muscles so you can accelerate aging. Inflammaging. Get it? That's just crazy.
First exercise, come in and pump everything. You do machine work, do other secondary exercises.
Yeah, just come in and pump everything so you can accelerate aging. Yes. The difference between you guys is he's taking steroids, bro. Get it? He's taking steroids. It's holding on to a kind of a cosmetic look here somewhat. You know what I mean? But eventually it'll destroy them.
Dumbbells, barbells, you do isolation work, dumbbells, cables, bands.
I would say that people like Blaha and Michael Hearn, they're about to depart this planet soon. Michael Hearn, maybe he might make it to 60. I don't know. Blaha, he'll be lucky if he makes it to 55. If he makes it to 60, he'll be lucky. But I don't think he'll make it to 60. Neither will Michael Hearn.
Hey, I love finishing stuff with bands. You know, and just pump everything. Work all the different angles. Do a lot of reps. Do a lot of sets to failure.
Yeah, pump them with inflammation. Just do a lot of sets, reps, and everything. Yes, to accelerate aging. Yes.
Within your ability to recover.
Go in there and destroy yourself. I don't know anybody that likes to work or go do any labor work. They if anything, they run away from it.
Everyone's training volumes are different. Stuff I figure out as a coach for different people, different points. And they are extreme. My own variation is extreme.
Want to know why? Because they know that labor doesn't build their body. They know it destroys them. But these stupid people, they go to the gym, they lift man-made weight, just the same as being in a factory. And in their crazy brain, they think that that's not doing the same thing. Hello. Why? Because it looks fun. It's got numbers on it.
I have clients who do 20 sets a week for a muscle group. Hard sets. And who do cardio every day, 7 days a week.
Yeah, see, 7 days a week they do cardio. So they tread on a mill. They treadmilling like slaves. And then they lift these weights like factory workers, like good little slaves. Yeah, so they can inflame themselves. Inflammaging.
I have other clients, they only do 6, 7, 8 sets of muscle group total.
He's got slaves. He's enslaved people. That's the whole point. That's what the fitness industry does. It enslaves people to this crap.
Okay? Depends on what's going on. But come in behind it. Always start with one of those lists, maybe a second one.
You know, if you were to show this to somebody 100 years ago, just 100 years ago, we're in 2024. Just go back 100 years ago and show somebody doing this like what Blaha is doing here. Man, the people would be like, what are you doing this for? What is this? They would laugh at him. If you showed guys that were like shoeing horses or working like, you know, building stuff, you know, construction people, and show, look at this guy lifting in this garage for no reason. They'll be like, what? Is he getting paid at least? Well, he's trying to off YouTube, but YouTube is not giving him anything.
Those lifts, those big lifts, depending on what your split looks like and how many of them you chose. You push progression. And you use those. That's how you judge your progress. Did that bench go up? Did that weighted pull-up go up? Okay? Are you getting stronger at them?
Are you getting stronger at them?
Focus on progression on those big main movements you picked. Weight to the bar, weight to the bar, weight to the bar.
That's right, broski.
And again, come in and just fill in the gaps and train everything. Like anything that you think is understimulated, isolated. If your rear delts aren't getting enough work, do some rear delt flies, band pull aparts, whatever you need to do. If your calves aren't getting enough work from the squats and deadlifts, do some calf raises. Might even need to do 2 different types of calf raises. Because my arms are always behind. I do like 3 different types of curls every week. Okay? Come in and pump the crap out of everything. Chase a pump, chase metabolic fatigue, do a lot of sets to failure.
Yeah, pump, go chase fatigue and get the pump. That's the whole point. Load more glycogen in your muscles. So you can toxify yourself, because I told you, loading glycogen in your muscles becomes toxic after a while. It's bad for you. That's what I discovered.
Get in and do some hard quality work. Okay? If you do this and you take this approach and you do it consistently over long periods of time, you will get results. But you have to train it hard. You will get results.
Inflammaging, that's the results you're going to get. Aging, you're going to age. And you may even get some metabolic disease doing the exact same exercises. You may get some problems, I'm not sure what. And eating an artificial diet, stop that.
Have to push progress on those big lifts. All the pump work, you're going to have to do hard sets that you're taking to failure, close to failure, right? Maybe even supersets, occasionally a drop set or something, whatever you need to do. Chase that intent.
Yeah, superset, drop set, they don't work. They don't work in an adaptation.
Pump afterwards. Again, if you do this, you will get results. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on.
You would have got results getting skinny anyways, eating your natural diet as a carnivore. Stop eating fake food. Your body would have just returned to homeostasis. This is just a waste of time. Like I said, that's what people are really chasing. Their problem is they can't stop eating artificial diets, which have destroyed their physique. It has domesticated them, and they want to undomesticate themselves. So what do? A lot of people online, go on YouTube. What do? Carnivore diet. And what's that? That's your natural diet as a carnivore. Get it? They went back to eating what they're supposed to. When you don't break the laws of nature, you can undomesticate yourself. But if you break the laws and eat, junk that you're not supposed to, you're going to domesticate yourself. See what I mean? So people go to the gym thinking, well, I can still eat this food that's domesticating me, and the weights will undomesticate me. And then it never works for them. They're never changing. They can't figure out why. But whatever. See you in the next one. Don't think about that. Like, subscribe, support the channel. See you in the next one, friends.
Not today. I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys and gals next time.
Super informative. See you in the next one. Ciao, friends.